here again! Youth Squad Legends Series 6 with Burton, Albion. Now on FIFA 15. If you haven't watched this series before, then I welcome you to Youth Squad Legends. This is the series where we take players created by FIFA and make them into world-class superstars. Buying real players is not allowed in this series. Let's get straight onto it. 60% increase in my transfer budget would be lovely. As you guys know, I am going to be playing with Burton Albion. I want to make sure that you know that this isn't the first team lineup. I've changed it so my objective is lower and easier to accomplish in this season. I'm going to be simming the first 2 seasons of this career mode just to populate the regen list and get this club moving forward. Hopefully after them 2 years we've actually got a couple of wonder kids hanging around our youth academy. World class, 6 minutes. Financial strictness is lenient. Currency sterling. Stadium, I know the stadium name. Look at me researching. Okay, it's all been set up. The stadium is now the Pirelli Stadium. I've changed the squad to current customize. Let's go. Who is going to be the manager? People want Assad Travier. People want Adam Pond. The winner is Adam Pond. Pond's set to take Albion by storm. You're goddamn right. He's going to take Burton Albion from League 2 all the way up to the Champions League final and hopefully winning that as well. Yeah, that is our goal for this series. We're going to make Burton a Champions League winning side. This is always a nice moment when I actually save up the game for the first time. YSL space 6. Done. Let's get crack-a-lacking. What kind of legends are we gonna find? League objective, avoid the finish in the bottom end of the league. I'll do that, don't worry. Now that I've changed up the team again, here's what I would consider is my first team. We've got Bevan and McGurk, 63 and 60. McFasdean at 58. Massinio at 62. Weir 58. McDonald 59. Edwards 57, Sharp 60, Cansdale Sheriff 62, McCory at 59, and finally McLaughlin at 61. It's not what you'd call a great League 2 side, but they're definitely capable of finishing mid-table. Right, I don't want to mess about with this. We've got a budget of just over £500,000. Let's get some scouts in. It does look like we're going to get a couple of scouts in the ballpark of the 2-star range. So Joe Kennedy's the first one, and he's an English scout, so he'll be finding the homegrown talent. Then we've got a Swedish scout here called Pontus Ryden. Great name. Let's buy him, and he's now into the club. We've only got £214,000 left, though. With the rest, we are going to get a 1-star Italian, Massimilian Parcotti, and we are all done for scouts this season. Hopefully these 3 bring us back something decent. Because these guys are so low in experience and judgment, I'm going to send them to their native countries. So Joe Kennedy's going to England, Pontus Ryden to Sweden, and finally Massimilian Parcotti to Italy. And let the simming session begin. Burton Albion under the management of Adam Pond. Transfer offer for Adam McGurk. He is a 60 overall striker. I do like that colour scheme, what they've got with the Burton Albion. Yellow and black, lovely stuff. Anyway, this offer is £200,000. If you can up that to like maybe £250,000, I would sell him for that much. The news is that they're now offering £240,000 for Adam McGurk. I'm going to accept that. The only player sold in July is Adam McGurk, and he's off to Northampton Town for £240,000. Here we go, the first monthly scouting updates of FIFA 15. Fingers crossed we find a superstar straight away. Parcotti, Italy. Nobody. We'll reject them too. Ryden from Sweden. A 90. That might be a decent player right there. Kennedy with a 67 and a 65. No luck there. But we do have someone from Sweden who could potentially get to an overall of 90. Seriously, no one wants to buy my players. Has Burton got a curse or something? 3 games played and everything's looking quite positive. We've sold 1 player for a tidy amount of money. We've played 3 games, got 5 points on the board and sit 8th. Finally, a transfer offer. It's only took a month. Lee Bell wanted by Mansfield Town, but they're going to have to counter with the price of the player, even if he's 31. They've come back to me. They're standing their ground at £50,000. No, I'm actually going to counter it. £60,000. Let's meet in the middle here. Mansfield Town are going ahead with the deal to sign Lee Bell from Burton Albion. The board want to acknowledge all the work and dedication we have seen you bring to the club. He's not even been managing them. He's just been simming the games. We still really don't have a great wage budget. I was going to bring in a couple of free agents and then sell them on for a higher price. However, looking at the finances, I might just keep this team and sign more youth players. The top deals, Luka Modric has gone to City, Napoli have agreed to sell Higuain, and Tottenham's Hugo Lloris has gone to Juventus. The media is already saying that Pond's the right man for the job. Wait until I actually start playing games, and then Adam Pond's going to be like, the man. Monthly scouting updates again, this time in September. Italy, we haven't got anything good from you. We've got an 88, maybe we should sign the 88, 85, I'll reject him. I'm going to gamble on the 88. And a monthly scouting update from England has brought back Matt Skuse. His overall is 46, his potential is 70 to 94. Oh yeah, that's the first real big hitter right there. Scout report from Italy brings back nothing. Scout report from Sweden only has one player on it, and he's crap. And finally, England, we've got an 89. Maybe we should sign Joe Smith. But other than that, nobody special. Thanks to the sales in the summer, we can send these scouts off again, which of course increases the chances of us getting a superstar. Let's go through it again. Monthly scouting update from Italy. Brings back a lot of 87s. But in them 87s, can we find a good player? I don't think so. Italy been very disappointing so far. Sweden hasn't though. We've got another 90 potential player. Let's sign him up. It's now December. The scouting updates are in. Let's have a look. Italy. Still no one from Italy. The top potential in that list is an 83. Sweden only finds one player, a potential of an 85. And finally, England, 85. That's a very poor month. Now that is terrible news. Matt Skuse wants to get out of the youth squad already. We're nowhere near May when the overalls go up tremendously. I don't think currently he's good enough to get into our team. Skuse has gone down. Overall 45 to 49 now. Potential of 72 to 80. Very disappointing on how that's decreased. So for me, if he wants to go, he can leave. Scouting report from Italy, Walter Antonelli is the only one on the list, and he's crap. Sweden, we got a 92, sign him up. Well, unfortunately, Matt Skuse has decided to terminate his contract with the youth team. Just a little update to tell you where we're sitting in the table. We're fourth with 46 points. Good news, there's monthly scouting updates from all three of our scouts. Bad news, we only have finances to sign one player. And all three of them have found quite average players. So I'm going to wait until next month, see what we get then. Second month of scouting and still no 90 potential players. I'm going to gamble again. I'm going to wait for the final scouting report to come in and hopefully we find someone decent. This is the problem when you don't have a lot of money. You've got to be risky. Even though there's an 89 in Sweden. Final scout report. Here's Denmark. 85 is the best one. Sweden, oh, nothing there. And finally, England, save my arse. There's an 88, we're going to take him. But the gamble certainly didn't pay off there. Another piece of bad news here. A second youth player has terminated the contract. Carl Johan Svensson has left the club. So, it's now May. We've got 5 players in our youth squad. We're going to go through them and see if there's any quality players. Alexander Rosenberg, overall of 58 to 64 with a potential of 72 to 80. We got Christian Hellquist, overall of 56 to 60 with a potential of 71 to 75. Joe Smith, overall of 58 to 62, potential of 71 to 75. And then we've got the two 15-year-olds, Leon Doe, overall of 54 to 68, potential of 69 to 87. A Nabaltrona overall of 57 to 61, potential of 71 to 77. Even though they're not the greatest of players, I am going to promote these 3 youths. It strengthens the team up a bit, and if other clubs want to buy them, be my guest. You can only offer them 2 years. That's a new feature. You could offer them 5 beforehand, and this guy can be offered 3 years. What the hell? Why has this guy got a blank face? Why hasn't he got a regen face, but the other one has? Okay, that's going to proper confuse because Hellquit hasn't got a regenerated face. However, Rosenberg and Smith have. Make up your mind, FIFA! So at the end of the season, Burton Albion finished 15th. Yeah, that was a very big drop. Obviously had a terrible bit of form at the end of the season, but it doesn't matter because the objective was to stay clear of the bottom bit of the table, which we have done. Manchester United win the Barclays Premier League. PSG win the French Ligue 1. Bayern Munich win the Bundesliga. Juventus win Serie A. Ajax win the Eredivisie. Benfica are champions of Portugal. And finally, Real Madrid win the Spanish League. That is the end of the first season, and that means the first episode of Youth Squad Legends Series 6 with Burton Albion is complete. This has been Cutzy. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have done, please give the video a like. And if you're new to this channel and really did enjoy that video, please keep watching because it is going to be a superb series. This has been Cutzy, and I will see you next time.